Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So, everyone says, you know, PvP, it got ruined, it's too simple, it got nerfed down to a few buttons. What was it like back in the day? This is season 4, so this has been a while now. God, 2017 I think I made this video, and it was very different in these days. So some things that were different were points. You lost points if you lost, and you won points if you won. You didn't save your highest score, so there were people that would and I did this as well in season 4 and 5. I think 4 and 5, it's definitely season 4. You would get a high score, then you wouldn't play, because if you go minus, your new high score is that minus. So it was actually pretty insane. Either way, I apologize for the edgy rock music that this is going to have. I'm going to try and keep it low to balance with my voice, and we're going to react to this, and I'll try and see if this reminds me of things as we go along. So this is season 4 of the Feast. This was the last season. I think this was the last season before the big change. Feel free to correct me in the comments. So this was gung ho. This was all the buttons every class could carry. Absolute madness. Different maps. All the sort of things you're going to see. So let's have a play of this, shall we? Yeah, man. This is edgy editing, so yeah, cringe with me. But you can see I'm still rocking the blue. Still rocking the hair and the blue. My glamours haven't changed that much, so. Oh yeah, look at this intro. Boom, look at that, yeah. It's so edgy. I'll let it play a bit and I'll explain some stuff. So, hopefully that is just about loud enough. Yeah, the zoom in for the kill, Popoto. This was my ult, so this was an ult, and I played an ult because my main, Dynamic Taru, had a safe top 100 score, and I wanted the Faehound so bad. It was the last Faehound before it would go away forever. So I had a score, and I got this character to platinum, and I didn't put it in the top 100. I've always had the mentality not to put an ult in there. But some things, what are we going to notice? Well, first things first. Look at all the buttons. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Jesus, over 30 buttons. Now, I can't even remember what a lot of these do, and a lot of these had different meanings back then. But tanks had this ability, and I'll see if I can find it on the hotbar. They had this ability, this one here. So in the current PvP, this knocks people back, right? But back in the day, this would actually add damage up on a target, and you could kill people solo. It was absolutely insane. The medal system would make you take more damage, I think, and you could actually overstack by a lot. So you could stack 10 medals and get absolutely nuked. So there was no limits at all. If you got killed, you had to respawn back at base. It was absolute madness. And all these buttons, you had to learn how to use them with what you were doing. Look at all the debuffs. I can't believe how many skills are on this hotbar. Nice little kill there. But I bet you're thinking already, like, when you watch this, this map looks nice, right? Yeah, they took it out. They took out this and the forest map. This map is a little bit big, but still. So what am I going to do here? We're going to get some kills. Oh, there's the zoom in. Steal a kill from an LB. But as you can see, the maps are absolutely massive compared to Crystal Tower. Yeah, Clemency as well. Paladins could heal. Another hilarious thing you'll see is you could stun for like 20 seconds. It was the Wild Wild West days in during the Feast back then. Oh, I do recognize some of these names. Some of these people still playing. No, this person's got Diamond Wolf title already, so they're a beast. But yeah, I can't... From the top of my head, I don't think there was a countdown meta. So nowadays in PvP, oh, bye Fana. So he still plays. He's really good. He does awesome guides as well. I don't think there was a countdown meta. So I don't think you did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think you just attacked people. Oh, I just saw a name I recognized. Hold on. Yuri, he said I recognize this name. This person was on Talan Broadbent's. I think it's the same person. Forgive me if not. They were on Talan Broadbent's PvP episode for casters. I'll also link this video in the description if you want to watch it without the commentary. See all the edginess and all the absolute madness of the buttons. Oh yeah, tank stances as well. You had tank stances. So if you were out of tank stance, you take more damage. And if you had tank stance on, you take less. So you'd often get caught. If you weren't in your tank stance, people would farm you. So you had to go in and out of your tank stance. So there was quite a lot more to do as a tank than there is nowadays. But I'm in Deliverance here because we're pushing them. This is the spawn of the forest map. So we're killing them at the spawn. But yeah, the skills were wild. Like, there's even fracture there on the hotbar, which is over here. Now, if memory serves me correct, this is going to change music, and I'm going to be on Paladin. So you're probably going to get to see the. I think it's like 20 seconds. Like, it's a long ass stun because you just refresh it every time. Yeah. So here comes the music swap. Look at that fade out. Oh, a bit of a home gang there on Vincent. What is the music swap? Is it more edginess? Oh yeah, definitely more edginess. Copyright striked instantly. Yeah, you're gonna. If I remember correctly, you're gonna see the stun. Right, so yeah, stun 5 seconds. Watch this. Stun again 2 seconds. Stun again 1 second. Get the kill. So there was no stun. There was a stun DR, but it was the PV stun DR. So you stun, it goes down. You stun, you stun. So you would just do 3 stuns in a row. I think I'll do it again here. Oh no, he's got 2 stuns there. Look at all those paladin skills as well. But I don't know if we had cover in these days. Oh, some edgy get over here. Home ganging behind a wall, trying to get a kill. That hasn't changed much. Oh, look at the edginess. Oh god. Look at all those pixels. I love this map. This map here, this forest map, this was awesome. They also used to have power-ups. So power-ups would spawn on the base, and you could kill them and get damage up, I think, something like that. But they removed them. You could also steal the enemies if you were fast enough, and people didn't like that at all. But yeah, they removed that, and they just kept it to the LB boxes. I can't remember how many skills there were, and how many you'd use so often. They've repurposed a lot of them, like Warrior's AoE is actually originally a PvP skill. I lost a lot of games as well. Obviously, I'm clipping the wins here, but and that's it. Yeah. So heavy swing, Skull Sunder, Butcher's Block, main, brutal swing, mercy strike, bloodbath, sprint, infuriate, heal. Now I don't know if this healed back in the day, or if it did, because originally this gave you TP. Overpower, home gang, second wind, berserk, inner release, fracture, awareness, raw intuition, eye path, unchained, really good, featherfoot, deliverance, yeah. I think that was purify. I don't know. I think you had purify. I'm not sure. I don't know what this is. It's not the reflection ability. I think it's something else. This was some sort of heal and buff. I think this was Mithril Tempest, the warrior AoE, but I think it did something else. I think it knocked back. This was the meta ability for warrior. So you'd apply it and it would give like damage up. It's a bit like Phantom Dart now, but tanks had it. But yeah, every class could carry. So it's not like now where healers and melee are the most carry classes, and tank is kind of at the mercy of it. It's every class could do something significant in the game to kill people. We had more maps. We had 3 maps. Well, no, we had 2 maps eventually. I can't remember if we had Crystal Towers with these maps, but we had this, and we had the Wolves Den, and then we had the rounded Crystal Tower map, and then they changed it to the one we have now. I wish we had this map and the other map with the water, even if they made it a bit smaller. If we had 3 maps in rotation, it would make life so much easier for playing this game. Because I'm sick of seeing that aqua blue Crystal Tower friggin' nonsense. It gives me PTSD, and it feels like the mode never gets upgraded, because you've been playing the Crystal Tower map for years and years. At least with this, you'd get some variation. You'd get some different tactics per fight. In this map, the spawn was upstairs, so you'd have people run upstairs and kite around it. So you had a different bit of a play style compared to the forest map. But yeah, it's just a shame that we've not had these maps come in, you know, for Feast. But yeah, it was a different day. This rewarded the Faehound, the purple Faehound for solo queue. I think there was a light party queue, but I don't know. It dropped one of the Faehounds. There's so many different Faehounds. But yeah, it was a very, very different time. A lot of people still think this was the superior version. I think there's a middle ground. I think, obviously, this is quite a lot, but at the same time, the things we have are a bit less. But having a middle ground of that would be awesome. But we know it's not going to happen. There's not enough players for it to happen, and that's the reason why Square Enix are going to pilot this new mode. This new mode where everyone can contribute, as opposed to having more contribution on some classes, such as healer. But yeah, it was fun. I had one season of it, and it was madness, absolute madness. So yeah, that's a bit of an insight to old school PvP, and then I'll put this in the description if you want to go watch it with the edgy rock music. But if you PvP'd back in these days, or if you've seen this and you're doing PvP now, you have any questions or anything like that about PvP now and PvP then, just feel free to drop them in the comments. And if you did play in Season 4 and you were in this video, let me know. I recognise some of the names, but some of the names are probably different by now. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Maybe you played on a different data center in Season 4. And other than that, for now, I am out.